Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'd be like, especially when I'm up and I'm driving, I'd be waiting for that 6 o'clock, and then I remember. Well, hold up. You you're in Central Time, so it's 5 o'clock. I was like, oh shoot. So I'm driving, I'm looking down at the clock, and man, let me just go ahead, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, how's everybody doing? Good morning, Tamika Davis. Good morning, Garden Quilt and Art Show. I mean, you that really just like my name, it describes you. You be putting some dope stuff. A lot of times I don't jump in, but I'm listening. You put some dope stuff, and the creativity is there. And it's freaking awesome. I like stuff like that. Just like when I my garage is my man cave, so I put my stuff out there. Um, I've like a little section near the door of when I go to the Bahamas. I think the Bahamas. In the straw market, they make masks, and a lot of it's Chinese made, but some of that stuff they make, and that's the only place where I feel okay to act, because I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Because all that stuff is Chinese made. They buy it to get, tourists. But I like it because it reminds me uh, of my adventures. And one thing I just reminded myself, I got to start taking some more pictures. This next cruise, take some more pictures, get them developed, and put it on my adventure wall. I have what's called Good morning, good morning. I have what's called an adventure wall. And, all of this, trust me, when I say this, all of this is actually is intertwined. I have what's called an adventure wall because once, I got with my wife now, we just went and we started doing stuff. She was like, I remember I was dating this woman um, who's very mean to me. And I know that's wimpy or whatever for a man to say that, but she was very mean to me. And long story short, that woman had a messed up past. Had a messed up past, and so many things had happened to her. And I remember a friend of mine had said, and this is another woman, because I being an empath, I make friends with women a whole lot quicker than I do with men because I'm a good listener. I'm a ridiculously good listener because I'm very empathic. I'm a very good listener. And one of my friends, her name was Keisha, and she had said, Darren, you need to stop dialing 1-800 save a hole. I was like, dang. And it didn't dawn on me till years later what that meant, what that truly meant. And because we're all adults, I'm just, we're just talking. And, but the blessing was I found someone that she had been treated like dirt in the past. She had been, I don't want to really put her life out there, but she would say, "Hey, I want to do that," and I remember after the accident, I kept on saying, all I could say was, okay. He says, I want to go here. Okay. I want to go here. Okay. I want to do this. Okay. And I remember, years ago, she had, years back, she says, why do you agree to everything? Most men don't agree to everything. And I explained, I almost died. And not almost, I mean, I was in a fiery truck wreck. And I, I just, it's not the struggling of saying, I want to live, but I wanted to live. I never done nothing. And every time I bring this up, I'm almost on the brink of tears. I wanted to do stuff, even though I'm like hesitant. Hey, let's go, let's do this. I don't. I'm at a level now, and I ain't doing that. I'll say it, but I'm saying I want to live, and I wanted to do things. And she was like, because she was like, and it's so funny because I think I said it yesterday. She wanted to go back to Las Vegas. She said, yeah, because we've been wanting to go back. And I said, you're right. I do want to go back to Las Vegas. I do want to do some other stuff. I want to do that. This is zip line that you lay down like Superman, and it yanks you down the whole street. It's not on the strip, but it's old part of Vegas. I have been there before, so I always wanted to do that. And she had mentioned that, I like, well, this hotel was saying 100, the whole 3 or 4 days was $125. I was like, that's suspect. I was like, that's suspect. I said, but I'll do it for you, baby. That's probably a roach motel or something. I'm not with that. And she came back later and said, no, it was a timeshare. And I said, you already know that's an automatic no. And you guys asked why, because in Vegas, when you're walking down the strip, they have these people that try to sucker you into sitting back and listening to this timeshare. If you ever do one of them, you'll literally be on the brink of tears because they won't let you leave. Some of them will drive you 40 miles, 40, 50 miles away to the place and will not let you leave. It's very absurd. It's very screwed up. It's very effed up. But this place, I kept on. I'm not at the level I am now. I'm trying to be polite. Baby, let's go. Let's go. Well, they promised us a free meal. They promised us, you could play games at this casino for slot machine. And I mean, we were there for a couple of hours, and I got to the point where I said, "Look," and my credit, I'm telling the truth, my credit sucks. You will never be approved for me. So the answer is no. The D word, and they finally let us go. And we went to this half behind Brazilian steakhouse meal. And she just looking at me, and she knew how upset I was. And I was like, this is bull, and you know it. And then we went to then after that, I think it was either that or before that, we went to this casino to play these games or whatever. And the person that gave us the credits to sit on that machine, she said, you will never win on those machines. And I was like, see, it was a setup. And so she knows. I said, never again will I sit in on whatever on this timeshare baloney. Like we were talking about the other day, Whopper baloney, a baloney Whopper. It did the same thing. I will never sit in ever again on timeshare and the lies that they tell you. You don't own nothing. And you pay, and you pay, and you pay, and you pay out the wazoo. Never again. And then, oh, you get to give 2 weeks, and by the luck of whatever that you'll get it, but never again. And she knows this. And I remember when we finally got out, and a couple of days later, right before we were leaving, we was walking down the strip, waiting for time to go to the airport. And the guy's like, why'd you sit on this time sheet? I said, nah, we're good. We're leaving. We're heading to the airport. And he wanted to be a little smart ad, AZZ, and said, well, the airport's the other way. And I turned around, and I was about to knock the bejesus out of her. And she jumped in between us. And I said, I told you no. Effing people, because they're so belligerent. You gotta watch that. So you ever go to Vegas, watch out for those people. They lie and to get you in there, to sucker you, and but that was one of the many adventures that we had. We actually stayed at the pyramid, which it was so get out, and all I could do was laugh. It was hilarious because we was on a lower level. There was plates and stuff outside when we got to our room, and I opened the window and there was a wall, and I was like, no wonder this is cheap. I opened the window, there's a wall right there. Where we stayed on the strip was like literally the next casino over was that casino where that guy broke the windows and shot all those people at that country club. That's where we were. We were right next to that big building. But the fact is, we had an adventure. It was an experience that I will never forget. And it's so funny that she was losing on that machine. I'm going back to the casino for the free chips. She was losing on that machine. I finally got up off of that machine and played another machine, and I won $200. And I gave it to her to go play a real machine. She lost it. And this is always, I'm the one that usually wins something. I don't win great. I give it to her, like, come on, let's go. Let's walk around, or let's do this, let's do that. And the fact is, I had more fun, even though I'm overweight, out of shape, and still was in awe and was still walking, still exercising. When Wellness Frugal Mama, and she laughed, still walking, still, because I was in awe of Vegas and looking around, and we went to the wax museum and the gondola place where you drive around a big giant pool like you in Italy, and they herd you through these very expensive places where it's expensive when you look in the store and there's like one little set of hangers and like 4 jackets and a dress. You're like, okay, where's the stuff at? But that's it. That's it. I'm like, really? Like that's it. And these are the places that we first started out doing, and then we started out moving into different levels and different adventures. And that's where I had my wall, my pictures, my memories, and that's really one of the things that started me on YouTube. I said, I need to have a place where I can remember. I need to have a place where I can remember this stuff because I'm not used to this. All I was used to is being put down. All I was used to was being walked on, and not because I'm a wimpy person. It's because that's all I knew from a kid in a home with eight. I have the total. It's a total of us nine kids. You know, we were the screwed up Brady Bunch. You know, the dysfunctional Brady Bunch family. And it's funny how this is how kids are. They don't know the full story of why mommy left daddy, or they don't know the full story of why daddy left mommy. It's F everybody else, and I want y'all to get back together with each other. But you don't realize that the parents are miserable. You don't realize that either daddy cheated or mommy cheated, or you don't realize somebody did something so horrific that it's time to leave each other. But you make everybody miserable. You don't respect nobody. You know, I used to hear the stories of your mother ain't shit, or your father's a piece of crap. And all I was a little kid. And when this is drilled into your head over and over and over and over, and you have nobody because daddy's working all day long, mama's working all night long, and your brothers and sisters hate you because you are the one, you know, you're the culmination of a new marriage between two people that you're their firstborn. But you're considered dirt and a piece of shit. So you turn out to be effed up. Your head gets so screwed up, and the dysfunction is just so prevalent that you can't even figure life out. That you can't even figure out what's the right thing to do because no one is even pointing you in the right direction. So you start drinking heavily. You start acting out because you see so much crap. You see your father beating on your mother. You see them fighting on the front lawn in cars like the Dukes of freaking Hazzard, smashing cars up. You're the embarrassment of the neighborhood. When you walk to the bus stop, your head is pointing towards the street. You turn inward and you try to figure life out. But life kicks you in the butt like it's a mother. Life drop kicks you like it's no tomorrow. But you're so gullible that you believe in the world. You believe in the goodness of people. And narcissists find you like a shark, like a shark looking for blood in the water. And I'm not saying this. I'm building into this so guys can understand where I'm coming from. I'm not saying this for anyone to feel sorry for, because I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I spent many years feeling sorry for myself, and I'm good with it. But I say these things because I know there's people out there that have gone through the same thing or something similar or something somewhat close that no one wants to talk about, no one wants to bring up. That's why a lot of people say everybody needs counseling. Doggone right they do. But nobody wants to bring up the fact that, things have happened to people. And a lot of times our way to deal with it is to just bury it as deep as we can. But every once in a while it does surface. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. The pitfalls of social media. And I talked about it before. but I was reminded about it. I remember Miss V was had brought it up when she was explaining the story when she first started of how one person had said, that she went to this other person doing the crime channel and asking for advice, and they were very mean to the woman. They were downright despicable. Sound like to me. See, that's probably being an empath. I'm being very empathetic. Empath, when someone is telling the story, I'm feeling it like they're attacking me, see, that's why a lot of times I have to turn away from a channel when I see it, or negative stuff, because I feel the pain, and it physically hurts me. And again, but these people get to the point when they're building the building. I did this, we did this. Hey, how dare you come over here and do this and do that? No, man, just relax. Because first of all, you didn't do nothing. If you attracted all this negativeness, that's what did it. That's what brought these people this way. But the fact is, long story short, Ms. V, she learned that, I hope I get this right, she learned that you're not the person I want to deal with. You're not the person, you're not helping me. You're hindering me. You're not fixing it. You're bringing nothing more than trying to build something now. I'm trying to build a fit. And I understand where the woman's coming from. I'm trying to build a fit. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. It's all another story. But back to me and social media. When social media first came out, to connect with other people, connect with, Facebook. Hey, I remember you from high school. I remember you from junior high. I remember you, and I started connecting with people. Hey, how you doing? It became because I was sitting in a unemotional marriage. My wife wouldn't touch me. My wife would acknowledge me. So I got on Facebook and I started, seeing these people, digital friends. These people weren't even my friends in high school. Do you see what I'm saying? And the ones that were my friends, now they didn't know me no more. Like I had one young lady. She was overweight, actually freaking ugly. Nothing personal, but in high school she was ugly. But she was a friend, and I don't think I'm handsome either. But the point of the matter is, when we first I said, and my friend Vincent was telling me, oh, that person was a background singer for Mariah Carey. I said, hey, ask her for an autograph. She's famous. That's awesome. Talk down to me after that. Didn't even acknowledge my presence. I was like, dang. Other people were trying to friend me, befriend me, befriend. I had even one I dated. Totally forgot, broke my heart. Totally forgot, humiliated me in front of dozens of people. But that's okay. Now we and everybody says, well, let it go. I remember who done me wrong. But that's not what I'm getting at here. As an empath, I started sucking up all that negative energy like it was freaking crack cocaine. Good morning, welcome in. like it was crack cocaine, y'all. And I did not understand. You know how I remember the old saying, have the everybody has their 15 minutes of fame, but now because of social media, it became and it's become an aphrodisiac to be famous, an aphrodisiac to be lying. Like this, I talk about them all the time, and it's so funny. And I thank God for Miss T and Big Son's Lawn Care. They were the two that got me off of long long story short. I had been hooked. I love Japanese animation. I've been hooked on all that stuff, and I was stuck on a and I would watch it because it was always. I love Asian food, real Asian food, not this American crap. But I had been stuck in a different algorithm where, like a non-American algorithm, I'll say it like that. And in that algorithm, everything was hunky dory. Honey, I love you. I love you. And they had 2 million. They literally had 2 million followers. They were going around Japan, going to these uh, places that had that beef that everybody's talking about. That that beef is like $200 for 3 or 4 ounces. And you find out that they stamp the cow's nose and how important it is, and that meat doesn't leave the country, and it was just really exciting. But you find out later on they got divorced because they were lying. They were showing this fake persona for YouTube, and it just didn't work no more. See, because I was going through so much at home and so alone, to believe that fake persona that was out there floating around. I have to follow these people because I want to be like them. That I want to be like these people. Do you see what I'm saying? No, he said, "Oh no, Miss T's awesome," But I want, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people are putting that they broadcasting that, and I say this to say that don't be fake. Just be yourself. Just do you, boo boo. Be yourself. But see, I didn't know. It's like it's like a gangster getting on the streets and no one had hipped you to the rules and the regulations of being on the street. I was walking around like an emotional crackhead, soaking up the negativeness of social media. And hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. I got it. I need attention. You ever have? Because my wife talks about one of her nieces that is always arguing and telling the world their whole life story on Facebook, and she's always putting her down. And it's, the sad part is, I'm sitting here. I sit there, and I'm feeling that woman's pain. I'm like saying, babe, relax. Something's going on. She doesn't know. because no one has pulled her aside and said, "Hey, if you need someone to vent to, I'll hear you out. I'll listen to you. If you need someone to vent to, see, because the reason I'm saying this, I said it a while back. I really don't I'm still on Facebook. Like I can't because I'm addicted to Facebook Marketplace. I'm always looking for a lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, good morning. I'm always looking for lawnmowers or stuff that I can repair or stuff, or like free dirt, free sod, free stuff like that. But I don't engage no more because social media it's got its highs and it's got its lows. But when you're low, your self-esteem is so shot that you don't know how to engage with human beings, that you don't know how to talk to nobody. When your self-esteem is so destroyed, the aphrodisiac of negative attention will almost destroy you. And I remember I was reminded of it when I first started on these YouTube streets, and people were, "Hey, young Riaz, I see you there. How you doing?" And people were. There was one where African Dreaming, and they had a beef with this one person, and the wife normally she don't say nothing, and normally and it made me nervous. It made me. She's like, "Look, let me tell you. First of all, let me tell you before we block you." And she went down the list of everything this person did wrong, and I was like, "Oh man." And I started feeling, I was like, "Wow, oh my God, really, really?" And she said, "Let me tell you, and we tried to tell you, we tried to inform you, you didn't want to listen." You see, a lot of us, the reason why we are walking around miserable is that we're living in that same syndrome that African Dreamer's wife said. Look, someone tried to tell you, but you don't want to listen. But you're so addicted to the attention that everybody's blocking you. That everybody has had enough of you and enough of your foolishness. And a lot of times we get there, we don't even know because we think we're right. I didn't know. I sit there, I'd get upset about something and be in tears and take a picture of tears coming out of my eyes and post it on Facebook. Look at me. I need help. And all I was saying was, I need attention. All I was doing was crying out, saying, I need someone to give a fuck about me. Why does no one want to care about me? People don't understand that what you go through is something that is so painful. What's okay? Well, I would just do this. It's different from saying you don't know what this person is going through. But social media is such an aphrodisiac that we're not taught to navigate. We're not taught to 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 instigate in a respectful, in an understanding way. I had to learn. Look, this is somebody else's page. What would you say? Or you won't be blocked. You got to understand that everybody has a different opinion. Don't get mad. Relax. Don't get mad. Everybody has a different opinion. Do you want to be a part of that opinion? Do you want to live like that? Or do you want to right the wrongs that were done to you in the past? Because initially, the past is the past. The only one that affects you like it does is you. The only one that remembers it is you. The people that have hurt you don't give a flip anymore. They done forgot about it. The people that have wronged you on this platform or whatever, they don't care. They done forgot about it. Make it a part of your life to understand these things and grow to be a better person for you first. It's so funny. I had to navigate. It is so funny because look, someone had said this teaser say, you're right because she knows where you've been. I remember when I first got on here and I sent an email. I was going in, not to that woman, but I was going in because I lost subscribers. Doggone, when I started, I had 4, and YouTube took it away. Jack, I'm not doing this no more. And all I got was I understand. Say it. Because when someone has been where you've been, they know the certain words you say. Sometimes when you just nod your head, even though you're thinking in your head, damn, I'm lucky I ain't like this motherfucker. Count your blessings. Lucky I ain't like this one. But I remember, and then I started really getting it. I remember it was told to me, relax. Social media, don't take it personal. It's nothing but entertainment. And that had to be drilled into me. See, I'm that type of person. A lot of times, I gotta be knocked upside the head for me to ingest that knowledge. But once it's knocked upside my head, good morning, Willis. Once it's knocked upside my head, I never forget it. I'll never let it go. That's the important part of what I'm saying today. Some of us can take it real quick, some of us nonchalantly, but me, sometimes I just got to get knocked upside the head to understand. Okay, relax. It's nothing but entertainment. Because I remember, when I would jump onto a live. I would jump into a live, right? And I would say what I had to say, and I just gone. And I remember, hey, wait, pew, pew, I'm gone because I was trying to navigate. I was trying to navigate social media. See, and I started jumping in with social media because one, I was lonely. I was going through something. I needed relief, and everywhere I went, I was getting it wrong. It's funny, the same thing when you ever see on Instagram people give you words and phrases, and it's usually about relationships, or it's usually how people been treated. I can read right through it because I did it myself. That person is crying out. That person is saying someone hurt me. That person is saying I made a bad decision. I chose this dude. I got this. This is my baby mama. Or this is my baby father. I chose this person. Those those people are crying out because they don't know how to navigate the world. They don't know how to navigate YouTube. They don't know how to navigate Instagram. I'm not even. We're not even get on Reddit. Oh my God, there's some stories on Reddit. But they don't know how to navigate it. And I'm not here to tell you how to navigate it. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But what I did do, I remember when I started somewhat coming out of that victim mentality, that victimness, the pain and the sorrow. And I posted two of them, two of the videos I posted and it got some traction. Was me cooking out in my 18 wheel. The one I did last night was actually made me a little quick meal. I put like low carb tortillas with some Mexican quesadilla with the Mexican cheese and pepperoni, and I put them in a hot plate and I folded them up and they're cheesy and I eat it. Oh my god, it's delicious! It's freaking delicious. And the fact is, when I started coming out of the negativeness of feel sorry for me, feel this, feel that, so I could soak it up. The magic words was, oh, please keep me in your prayers. I'm so embarrassed I even said that. And I'm more embarrassed to God. Because I didn't want prayers, I just wanted attention. And I remembered I started, especially, I left Facebook for a good while and I just stayed on Instagram. And I was liking everybody's stuff. I go on your page and spend the whole day just like all your pictures. Didn't even care what they were. And I get the big booty mamas and everybody else, joining my page. I was over 1,000. I'm not at 140 right now on Instagram. I was over 1,000. I had way over 1,000 followers. Fake Instagram pages, you name it. If they knew I was following back, just go down the line, like everything, like. It didn't even dawn on me when I finally got with this woman that gives a flip about me, that allowed me to find myself, that allowed me to figure out and learn how to somewhat control my emotions. And it dawned on me one day, because I know she's just shadow banned and looked at, see me like all these people. And it wasn't because I was some pervert. I just wanted someone to like me. I wanted someone to like my page. And then it dawned on me, see, because again, guys, some of us are clueless. Some of us ain't got no damn sense. And I'm gonna be the one to say it, because none of y'all gonna say it, because I'm that's too embarrassing. I was clueless. And I sat there and I sat there one day and I was sitting in the truck and I was like, wait a minute. I'm just liking all these big booty whatever. I could care less about these idiots. Because I got a good woman. And I just went back. I spent I think like 2 or 3 hours unfollowed, 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 unfollowed. I didn't unlike. I unfollowed. I said I would look at the picture and see this, and then I'm like, and it just pissed me off because you're so this young whatever, and you think I'm some old pervert. I'm like unfollow, unfollow, unfollow. If I don't know you from something else, don't even try to follow me. The only people I follow on Instagram now is if I've seen you on YouTube. That's why I only have 140. So yes, y'all could say I'm stupid, but I'm just more clueless, and I have no problem saying that. But I've learned from that mistake. I've learned from that. You can't unless you're someone that I have chosen to to engage with. Don't DM me. You automatically get blocked. Automatic. Let's see. You know, and let's see what did you say here? Yeah, well, it, yeah, you have to top it, but you're right. And see, the thing is, when a person can't afford, uh, when you know you're damaged goods, and I got no problem saying it. I'm I'm somewhat repaired goods, and I live my life like that now, and I'm thankful for that because it keeps me humble. I don't want to be that guy. You ever see the these women that get these? I think it was one of them, Billie Eilish or something like that. This is some called what like a dude, But she was saying is why does the ugly guys think they're better than why do they cheat too? Because maybe because you gave them a chance and they didn't recognize the blessing. I don't know. But I recognize the blessings that each day I'm healing more and more. Each day I can walk. Yes, I still make mistakes. Yes, I still trying to figure stuff out. But you know what? By the time I figure it out, I think it's gonna be time to go home to see God. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But the fact is, I finally found my way out of the swamp. I don't know if any of you are in the swamp. I don't follow negative people. I'll give you one or two chances. If I'm listening in, then after that I'm done. I don't follow negative people. I like to see people smiling, people happy, people laughing, people whatever. Because yes, negative sells, but positive makes you grow on the inside. Positive makes people think twice. Man, I wasn't thinking about growing no daggone fruits and vegetables and until I started watching. I wasn't thinking about exercising. I need to get. I'm gonna be off early today. I need to find me a parking lot and walk around. Even if it's walking around in a circle. You see what I'm saying? Because your positive energy is what attracted me to your channel. Your positive energy is what when you see this all comes together as one because I feel like I'm Captain Uplifted because if I can make it through the muck and miry clay of these social media things, if I Captain Clueless can figure it out, if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. You can push to the next level. You can do it. It's so funny. I think there's a beekeeper in here. You know, I was looking because it makes you look. There's a I don't know if it's South America. I believe it's somewhere in South America. There's a tribe that climbs up into the freaking mountains to harvest this honey from these bees. That honey ain't regular honey. It's psychedelic honey. You get high off that honey to the point that some people can't even walk, or they'd be buzzed out or whatever. And it's honey. You get a few tablespoons. I don't know if they got poppy seed fields or whatever. It's honey, but it's made. It's psychedelic honey. I would have never thought about that until I'm watching beekeepers. I would have never posted again, not on YouTube, but on cooking, if I wasn't watching people that's cooking food. Do you see what I'm saying? I would have never. But see, your positive energy. I see official David in there. Good morning. See, guys, I'm just giving you some fair advice from someone who's sucking up all the negative energy, that negative tone. If you're gonna make music, make 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 good music, make positive music. Yeah, make positive music because of that positive music. You ever wonder why, like you've heard a song and then you haven't heard it for years? You haven't heard it for years, but once you hear it again, you know exactly all the lyrics. You've never forgotten. But your wife or your boyfriend, and they'll say, "Hey, can you pick up? Could you pick up? You give me a 2 liter of Pepsi," and you forget that. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? See, our society from my age, I was there when the internet started. You know, I remember what was that MySpace and America Online. You was up all night online because it took that long to get connected. It took that long to get connected. But the pitfalls of that is we don't, you got, first of all, you got a lot of people that, why won't men come talk to me? No, man. You used to knew you was a 5 or a 6. How you think because the internet done told you were 10. And I'm saying that to men too. You think you were 10. That's why nobody come near you. No, that's why nobody come around you. And I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. We listen to that stuff. And reality is that you ain't no better. You ain't no better than me. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I ain't gonna get into that. That's negative. I'm trying to be positive. But but one of the things, again, I'm gonna go back to one of the things I had to learn is watch my mouth because I have Tourette syndrome. Watch my mouth, and everybody isn't attacking. And some of these people might just be giving you constructive criticism. I get it all the time. I get it all the time. Because, like you see, you looking at the video, you seeing me driving in the dark. I put a video, 30 seconds, of someone drive by me. You wasted my time. I can't get back that 30 seconds of my life. Well, guess what? You just gave me another in 60 seconds typing that in. And I finally had to realize that because either good, bad, or indifference, you still came and watched it. Thank you. I'm going to make something when I can get over that hump. I'm going to make something because somebody's watching this mess. I'm going to get something out of this if it's a few pennies because I see this month you got 460 hours. It ain't counted towards the stuff to get me over the hump to be monetized, but I'm getting something. You got 32,000 views of this and 5,000 views of that. I'm going to get something, but I got to be positive about it. I got to say thank you. I got to say thank you for the 9 people that came in. It usually was just one. Me and Charles, then it was me and Mike. So thank you. Thank you for being positive. As I said 9, it went to 7. Ain't that a bitch? Just kidding. I wish I could read what you said. Do you see what I'm saying? But look, the Bible says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. By rod thy staff they comfort me." A lot of us been through the valley. A lot of us, that was our job to get in the valley, to do battle. And we sit there and they tell a story. You tell a story. Like, hey, young Riaz, you're from England, right? Look, you want to tell a story? Do a video on English food. There was one thing I said, I just bust out laughing. There was some Caribbean. What you tell the women from the Caribbean? They said, "How you like English food?" It says horrible, no seasoning, and I just bust out laughing. I just bust out. She said they can at least put salt and a good amount of pepper. Bro, do a video on English food. You know what I'm saying? They can put he said, and they like, put a fish and chips. He said, half the time the fish is raw. Or give me an address. I'll send you some potato chips from the United States and you have a taste test. Those are the things that you get. You come up, there's ideas, you look for them. There's ideas. And then you have an idea. How do I need to react? when I'm on someone's live, if you want them to have me come back, there's a few times I got muted because I kept on flapping off at the gums. I didn't get upset. I learned from it. I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, I need to learn how to shut up, slow down, slow the roll. Look at the eyeballs of the moderator. The moderator start rolling there, going there. Okay, hold on, I gotta mute him. Learn the pitfalls. Learn how to navigate. And again, I'm not trying to put English food down, but Caribbean food is spicy. That's why Mexico. I don't know if Mexico's part of the Caribbean or part of the Americas, but the Caucasians that have come from the tourists, the Mexican food is too spicy. No, it's called seasoning. It's called seasoning. Yes, keep doing your best, bro. Keep doing your best. Now, I just use you as an example. I'm not talking about you or whatever. So I apologize if it sounds like I coming across like that, because I want to be an uplifter. I want to be a person to say, don't give up, don't give up. So I apologize if I don't want you to think that I'm not. I'm not. I'm not that. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Keep going, bro. And remember that, because I would get in my feelings when someone would say, "What? Like you're blocked." I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Then I'm gonna block you. No, I'm like, no. I remember one day, Charles and Michael there, and a troll came in. I got excited. I was sitting there laughing. I said, "Oh wow, I done made it. I done made it to the promised land because the troll. I just got trolled. I done made it to the promised land because it just got trolled." Everybody else gets upset. But wait a minute, I done made it to the promised land because it just got trolled. Do you see what I mean? I just told you in the last hour of the negative and the foolishness and the childishness of an old man and how I navigated through social media. I hope that helps someone to say that, well, wow, he did all that dumbass stuff. I don't feel bad. That's the whole point. I don't throw my life out there just for the heck of it. I don't say, but I say that to say, well, I went through that. Hopefully, nobody else has. And I'm not saying that. I'm not putting myself down. It's your look. I spent many years doing that, and I ain't doing it no more. But I say it in the conversation to let you know that you don't have to. But navigate through the muck and the miry clay, because the magic word is, don't really watch who you trust. Just watch who you trust. But make friends, network, build yourself up. Uh, okay, what food? Let's see, hold on, I gotta see what he said. You gotta bring it closer. Oh, thanks, Daddy. Yeah. there's a lot of there's a lot of food that's very spicy, you know. And there's a way to engage in it though. And this is all I'm saying. And the whole object, maybe I guess I come up with subjects to find out the object of have the conversation. I went through what I went through, so you didn't have to. If you have a family member, try to make an effort. If they're screaming out, they're putting out posts. You know, a real man does this. Hey, give him a call. Hey, you all right? You need, you know, hey, I'm here for you. You know what I mean? Because I used to hear that mess all the time. A real man do this, a real man do that. And I would say, how the hell do you know? Do you have a pair of gonads? Do you have a pair of corones? You know what I'm talking about. Are you stuck with two pairs of walnuts? A pair of walnuts. If you ain't have it, you don't know. And don't tell me that bull crap about a single mother can tell a man how to be a man. You can't. You can tell him how to treat a woman while you go around telling women how to treat men like dogs. Oh no, did I just say that? I'm just saying. But let me stop because I'm trying to stay positive. The sun's gonna rise in a mile, in a mile. You'll be just fine. And I'm heading to Mississippi. Crooked letter I, crooked letter, crooked letter, crooked letter. I say it like that because I can't spell it. If you say hey, you say can't stop, I'll give you $1 million. If you spell Mississippi right, I'll be like, oh well, is there a consolation prize? Is there a consolation prize? All right, guys, coming up next, wellness with Frugal Mama. You need to work that flab off. Look, I'm thinking about joining that challenge. I'm thinking. Look, we got to start with a thinking first. Hey, Jamaica, I'm thinking about joining that challenge. I think it'll only be 5, though. 5 burpees. I'm going to watch a YouTube video on how to properly do a burpee. Thank you. Y'all stay safe. And as always, first of all, be safe out there. Be blessed. Be thankful for your family and your friends and your digital friends. Always let someone know you love them and you care about them because tomorrow's never promised. And as always, you don't think no one loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. You guys have a blessed, I think today's Friday, ain't it? Yeah. Have a blessed weekend. I will see y'all Monday. See if we can be a little bit more positive. Be more positive. Be more blessed. Y'all have a safe and wonderful weekend. Y'all watch those folks. There's the Soul Family Meetup. Check them out. Be supportive. And I don't know, just hey, give them a shout out. Help them out. Help them and check out check out Wellness. Y'all be blessed and have a blessed day. God bless you. Deuces.